What's going on, guys? It's your boy Phoenix Hotboy. I'm sitting here with genuinely someone I looked up to for a very long time, someone I look at as a fucking very good dude in general, and really someone I'm fucking wanted to put on the cast since the beginning. So without further ado, man, Derek Larson.
What's going on, guys?
How are we doing today, boss?
Not bad, man. Can't complain.
Heck yeah, dude. Fucking cheers. Appreciate the beverage, man. The 110 Sluts Cup.
The nice koozies.
Hell yeah, these things are badass. So what's your story, Derek? Where the hell are you from? Where'd you come from?
Technically born out of state, but pretty much born and raised here.
Yeah.
Been raised within the same, like, pretty much 10 square miles my whole life. So, but yeah, I guess grew up racing BMX bikes, turned into mountain bikes, dirt bikes for a good while. Then as soon as I turned pretty much 16, 17, street bikes, and not until the last maybe 6-7 years got into Harleys and started enjoying that.
Yeah, dude. I mean, you race mountain bikes. I didn't know that.
Yeah, it's just like cross country. But I always wanted to do downhill. My parents never wanted to let me just because of how easily you can get hurt, you know.
Cross country mountain bike.
But, dude, I mean,
yeah.
we do like long distance racing and stuff, and I mean, it was fun. It was a good time, man. A lot of like traveling around, and me and my dad raced for years, so it was
really
cool.
That's awesome, dude. I had no idea. That's super cool. What are the like? That's my favorite part about this shit. Is you learn things that you didn't know before. I've done it for fucking years. I had no idea you were racing mountain bike cross country.
Yeah. Now it's funny. I used to ride single speed bikes, and it was like all my friends, you know, I guess from the age, like once I started really riding mountain bikes, like with just random friends around here, I always rode single speed bikes. Yeah. Everyone else got their geared bikes going up hills and stuff like that, and just me, I had one gear like you did when you were BMXing. Yep. Yeah. So no, I mean, I've had my fun over the years. Still got a bike, it just sadly sits in the garage, and yeah, I need to pull that thing out and get back into good shape.
Yeah, dude, that'll do it quick too. Fuck. Especially a single speed, dude. Are you kidding me?
Yeah.
It's aggressive. That's super aggressive. Yeah, a lot of people don't know you had a street bike for like a long time.
Yeah, I had a handful of them. Got in a lot of trouble when I was younger, and probably a good thing I got away from it. You know, got in a lot of trouble. Had a couple, not bad accidents, but a couple accidents, and you know, it was just I guess fun to say I did it. I had a lot of fun doing it, and you know, and then got back onto dirt bikes for a couple of years, and then it was into Harleys. And I traded my 08 Honda 450 straight across for my first Sportster. Next day went out and bought a new 18 Honda, but you know, it was a cool transition, you know, fun for sure.
Heck so. Yeah, dude. Because I personally ridden dirt. You're pretty fucking mean on a dirt bike too, dude. It's pretty fucking aggressive. I remember rolling out with you and Cash, and I was like, dude, I was like, hey, dude, I'll fucking see you guys later.
Yeah.
You motherfuckers are gone, dude. This little fucker, I'm not there, dude.
Yeah, man.
I'll see you guys later.
We had some fun, man. I rode dirt bikes for a lot of years, and that was a lot of fun, but now we have 2 dirt bike tracks in this pretty much state, you know, and it's just, you got ACP, and it's just a hour drive out there. That's like that lot you guys ride way out there past like Buckeye. I mean, it's pretty much the same exit. It's a ways out there. So I guess I got tired of packing up dirt bikes and figured, you know what, I could just ride my Harley from my house. So that was a lot more fun, you know. So I did that for a lot of years. I mean, still hop on the dirt bike every year, maybe, you know, and see if it still runs. But it just keeps the garage warm for now.
Yeah, sitting there keeping its place. Fucking. Yeah, dude, you actually so you have the video that I thought was funny, and it's you with forward controls, fucking spoke wheel.
Yeah.
And still just getting the fuck after it, dude. I was like, hell yeah, dude.
On both bikes, too, actually, man. The Sportster, I had windshield and, like, the original, like, Harley bags with the tassels, and I remember I scraped that thing out front the day I bought it, out front of my house, and, you know, and then stripped it down and made it cool, But even my Dyna, I bought it from, weirdly enough, a guy right across the highway from my last house. I think I'd like I don't even know, 14,000 miles on it. It was bone stock and just a clean bike, and I've been able to abuse it for the last few years, and it's been running good.
Yeah, dude. I remember when you bought that bike, dude. I had just met you, essentially, really, and fucking, you went with Mike King and bought it.
Yeah. Yep.
Shout out Mike King. Mike King is the man. At some point, I'm putting you on here too. Yeah, dude, that bike was actually that fucking Noah Fisher has essentially the same bike as that bike was.
Man, dude, I miss those tins. I remember Jeff Seabear, every time he'd see me right when I first got that bike, he'd be like, I want those tins. I mean, they were just the cleanest. I love those things. But
they were, dude. That bike was a banger, dude. Even before it was as tough as it is now, it was always a super clean bike.
God, it was like the cleanest 13 spokes around. I had them vapor blasted by Cash. Got those things cleaned up nice, and man, I just kept good care of it. I mean, beat the hell out of it, but kept it clean,
Dude, didn't you do a roller in Mexico and crush your foot?
It was a coaster.
Oh, really?
Coaster. Yeah, it was. We went to the TSR Tijuana Stunt Ride, and it was the first night out there. We got there at I don't know, I'd say 8, maybe 7 or 8 o'clock, and we hopped on the bikes, went to the meet spot, hung out for a while. And I think we were only riding for 30 minutes or something, and I was just having a good time. And I was doing a coaster down a hill, and I just kind of I hit a bump, and it kind of went back to a mousetrap, and I think I just let it go in the midst of trying to save it, And I remember just running it off, and I probably got 4 or 5 steps into running as the bike's sliding down the road, and I'm like, broke my foot or something, something's wrong. And sure enough, I get up to the bike, look down, there's already blood coming out of my shoe, and hopped on the bike. They were trying to get me to take my shoe off right there, and I was like, let's go, let's keep going. Clicked it into gear with my hand and started the bike up, and we rode a couple miles down the road. That was back when Javi from Tijuana, he always would message us, when are you coming down and greet us, super cool dude. But he was helping me figure out what I needed, stitches or something to clean it with. He ran and got some stuff. We cleaned it up in a parking lot, and we ended up going back to the Airbnb that night, and I went to sleep, woke up the next morning, and I went to go to the bathroom, and it was like I couldn't even put any weight on my foot. So I hopped on the bike and rode across the border to, El Cajon, just right south of San Diego. Went to the hospital, got by 9 stitches, x-rays, and rode back across the border that afternoon. Stayed for the rest of the weekend and just hung out.
God, that's heavy, dude.
It's a tough one. No fun.
Yeah, that's super fucking heavy. That's always been my biggest fear. Did you blow it out of the side a little bit?
I don't know, man. It was one of those things that you sometimes you remember a crash and sometimes you don't. It was one of those things that happened so fast. I remember everything up to it, and then I remember sliding on the ground and thinking, damn, my back's hot, and just kind of putting my hands down and standing up and running out of it. And all I had was just kind of a little, maybe a 6 inches around, just a little scuff right on one of my sides of my back, and besides that, torn up foot, but everything else was okay, and I think the bike just had a bent shock slider. It was fine, overall. It had the cruisy crash bar and all that stuff on there, so it did the job, but didn't do me good.
Yeah.
So Damn. But that shit happens, so
Oh yeah, 100%.
It's the way of the game.
Dude, fuck, I wish my bike would have been okay, but them baggers, when they go down, they're fucking done.
Yeah.
They're pretty done.
Yeah. I've had a couple of, that was the only limiter crash I've ever had. I went to another stunt ride. Man, I had a shit string of luck for a couple of months there. It was every time we travel out of state, I think I wouldn't even make it past the Friday ride. I would wreck on the Friday ride just because I was always just so stoked. And I wrecked in Vegas, and it was luckily I brought my Grom, so it was I wrecked, just went for a scrape, and I had recently cut my fender, so it was deeper than normal, and just sat on it. The tire came off the ground, and I knew it wasn't coming back. I just threw it and bent the handlebar, went back to the Airbnb, swapped the bike, hopped on the Grom, and finished the ride. Was totally fine. Nothing happened to me. It just sat down on the street and let the bike go. So,
I think I remember that. I think I remember seeing deep fenders are cool or something.
Yep. and then Dom had to chime in and talk some shit, you know. But nah, man, it's it's fun being able to drop back that far. But yeah, there's no more long scrapes like you used to, at least in the streets. You know, when you're at a lot and you can be consistent, sure. But I mean, we were in the middle of probably Las Vegas Boulevard or something, you know, and I was just having a good time.
Yeah, dude, that was a heavy one. I also seen another one in that same time period of you eating shit, because there was a little stint. I think you're in San Diego and you're doing a roller, and it seems like you just hit like a patch of sand and just go down. And every time I almost die, I think about that video.
That was a good one. That was stupid too. It was just like one of those ones where I slid out, picked the bike up, it wouldn't start to save my life, and I'm looking back waiting for somebody to stop and push me, you know. And it's just bikes just keep passing and passing and passing, and finally a buddy of mine pushed me up, because I wrecked right before a bridge. They pushed me up over the bridge. As soon as we got to the top, I had finally cycled the key enough to get it to fire up and go and finish the rest of the ride. I think I broke a foot peg and smashed my visor off, and besides that, all was good. You know, just a couple little cherries, you know, but we were good to go.
Hell yeah, dude. Hell yeah. Dude, so where the fuck have you been?
I've been living, dude.
Yeah.
I built a pool, man. I built this pool last summer. Had a couple good people help me out with it. And then we got the next project rolling in, gonna build a little pool house. But nah, man, just been traveling. I got married end of last year. So just been kind of living life, you know, taking a little breather, you know. Still love the motorcycle, still love the scene, but it's been nice traveling and doing other stuff. You know, bought a toy hauler, just having some fun doing some other stuff, you know.
Hell yeah, dude. The American dream is a beautiful thing.
Can't miss out on that kind of stuff, you know.
Yeah, dude, and I feel like it gets pushed off far too fast, too.
Yeah.
At least for me, my dumb ass gets carried away in this whole bike shit pretty quick.
Yeah, but that's the thing, you know, like, it's a blast. And like I talk about it all the time. I'm like, I'll go a month or two without riding or even walking in the garage. And then the second I throw my leg over the bike, I'm like, I miss this.
Yeah.
This is fun, you know?
These things are pretty cool.
Yeah, it's a good time. I mean, God, I went for a ride earlier, and it was like I meant to just go up and down the street, and I think I rode for 45 minutes just doing laps around, just messing around, you know, riding some wheelies and having a good time. So
It's what it's about, dude.
Yeah, it definitely clears the mind and, you know, makes for a good time.
Hell yeah, dude. Fucking, dude, you're a big reason why I do rollers, man. You fucking put me on a lot of games. But really, limiter coasters, too. You're the one who taught me limiter coasters fucking years ago on a Mini.
Yep.
I gave me the advice on that. I give you the advice you gave to me, pretty much everybody under the sun. And I think you told me one day, you're like, you just got to make sure you catch it when it's on its way up, not when it's on its way down.
Yeah. I don't think a lot of people do that.
They don't, dude. They really don't.
I watch a lot of people, man. They get it like behind balance point and they catch it. And you see the bike kind of like dip back again. Man, I'm catching it before I'm even at balance point, just ripping aggressively up. But yeah, man, I don't know. And I'm trying to even think of like what I really learned on. I mean, I think I learned majority on, you know, the Grom, the dirt bike, and then took it to the Harleys. You know, I got good on that. I mean, I remember back riding street bikes, I could just coast on those things. You know, just pulling the clutch and just let the bike get quiet, but just be chilling right behind balance point, coming up to a stoplight or something.
Damn, I didn't know you were doing it all the way back in the street bikes.
Oh yeah,
that's sick, dude.
Yeah, man, it's been fun. That's honestly, that's one of the more like of my favorite tricks. I guess trick, if you could call it that technically. You know, but I'd say probably still number one. I love rolling stoppies.
Yeah,
I think that's probably like my number one favorite. And I had the dirt bike for a long time. I mean, the Harley was down for like a year and a half. And it was down for a year. Finally got the motor built, blew it up 10 minutes later, and then finally got it built by Senders Only, you know, and that thing's been slapping for 3 years straight now. No issues, like nothing. But yeah, for that while when it was on at the shop, I mean, I just put street tires on the 450, and man, I rode that thing everywhere. I mean, I took that to Mexico. I took that all over the place, and I did a lot of street rides. But yeah, rolling stoppies on that thing made it a lot of fun, man. Not a lot of people are doing that on a dirt bike, let alone, you know, and so.
Not as far, dude. Not as far.
Yeah, not as far. Yeah, man, I mean, I never I got it on video a couple of times, but I measured it out, and I could roll almost 500 feet on that thing back when I was riding consistent, you know.
Coming, did he be top of it? All you hear, rah,
Yeah.
rah, 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 woo. All you see is Derek fucking smiling, just fucking as you just roll by.
Yeah,
Sick
it's
as
like
fuck.
off the rev limiter and just grab the brake and just.
Dude, yeah, if you haven't
a lot of
fucking
fun.
seen it, dude, go check out Limiter Larson on Instagram.
Scroll down a little bit. You'll
Chat,
find it.
there's a little bit ways down, but there's some cool shit on there. Because my man kills on a dirt bike, too. There's a while where Derek was literally almost bike life Derek.
A bike life guy.
Yeah, it's like strictly, my boy was jumping on the seat, no handbrake, all that. You would thought he was from Philly or something.
Yeah. Little black in me.
Yeah, little black area, dude, hell yeah. Also, shout out fucking Joey and Foley Centers. Those are fucking good dudes, man.
They build some cool shit, man. Good people, too.
Yeah, super good dudes, super rad shit. All the stuff that comes out of there is fucking top line.
You got those Snowball, their good old mechanic.
Yeah, dude. That fool's tight, too.
Yep.
I chopped up to him with fucking Durango. He's a cool cat.
Yeah. But.
So, I mean, you got your hands fucking wrapped up with this place, dude. Like, obviously, I'm not going to give a fucking spin around on the camera, but you do have a very beautiful home. So
Yeah.
I see where the work has come from, my friend, because
And
it's not unseen.
Sometimes, man, it's like it's hard to leave, you know? It's like everyone's like, oh, come on over to my house for a pool party. I'm like, but you can come on over here, you know?
Yeah, check this out. My pool's not from 1972. This is 2025.
Yeah, she's fresh. Yeah. I even got buddies that are like, hey, we're having a pool party this weekend making some food. You want to come over? And usually he's waiting for me to just say, nah, come here, because he knows I will.
Yeah.
Just tries to plan us a party, you know?
That's actually fucking hilarious.
Too funny, yeah. That's fucking David. He does it all the time.
Oh, dude, yes.
Yeah.
Dave's the sweetest guy in the world, though. Dave can call you, Sammy, I'm gonna be grilling. I'm gonna have beers.
Yep.
Do you want to come over and have beers and
Makes you feel bad if you don't come, you know?
Yeah.
Too funny.
And then I never come, so he gets real mad at me. At some point, I'm putting him on here, too, because he's a fucking eccentric human.
Oh, man, he's a great dude, yeah.
He really is. He's fucking
Yep.
I just love him to death. I really do. I'm so glad I met Dave.
Yeah.
I met Dave in Salt Lake City, fucking at a whim, and we're just bullshit. I think we were taking a piss next to each other. We're just bullshitting, fucking.
Yeah.
So with that said, dude, fucking, what do you think of the whole stunt war situation? Man, we've been riding on a team together every once in a while. Once it's in Arizona, we putting you on a team. What do you think? You like it?
Yeah, I like it. So, you know, and I mean, I've rode a handful of brawls.
Yep.
And I enjoyed that, and I'm so stoked I even got to be a part of that. Man, it was it's such a cool experience to like be able to even be like able to say like I have ridden in like an event where it's the top riders in technically the states, you know, and you get a invite from, you know, these guys to come and ride those events, you know. So I've had a lot of fun over the years riding those events. Hey, calm down. You know, so I've had fun riding those events and doing that, but you know, it's sometimes the judging isn't always as fair as you want it to be. You know, I guess it's categories, it's crowd hype. You know, they make it as fair as they can, but every once in a while you get the scores and you're like, damn, I thought I rode better than that. You know, and you know, I've had my handful of judges that don't like me, which life's a bitch. You know, who cares? But overall, man, it's like I had a lot of fun doing that. So Stunt Wars came about, and it was like, I mean, I enjoy riding with my friends. At the end of the day, like that's all I do want to do is ride with my friends. Like I would rather do a street ride on the way home from the main ride with 5 or 10 of my closest homies, and we'll have a better time than we did the whole entire weekend on that 15-minute ride home, just tearing up the streets and just having fun with the people you're like comfortable with, you know. So for the Stunt War things, it was just like, it's kind of like meant to be, you know, like why not have some fun, still go ride, see if you can score good and just have a blast, you know. So I definitely have enjoyed that. You know, we rode Cape Creek, which is our home turf, and I've been going up there for a long time. You know, Taylor Bradshaw, I've known him for years and years, you know, rode dirt bikes with him back in the day. Chase, his brother, you know, I mean, you know, so I've been around there a long time. So that was cool to be able to ride that place. Not the flattest of a course, you know what I mean? But I mean, it did the job. It was a fun time. You know, we had a blast. We all rode decent. You know, we had our shit happen to us. You know what I mean? But
accidents happen.
You know, overall it went good. And then Firebird or Wild Horse Pass, Metro Mayhem. You know, that one's fun too. It's just I'll complain because I've been doing this shit for so long and I like what I like. But that seal coat, you know, is no fun for anybody, man. It's sticky in one spot and it's slick in the next spot, and it's just you're fighting yourself the whole time. So, 100%. You know, we rode good. We had our fun. Wish I would have done more, but at the same time, you know, I also got to get back to work on Monday, you know. So sometimes I got to just take it a little easier than I used to do years ago. You know, back in the day, I used to just hang it out there and I'll make it to work eventually, you know.
Yeah.
You know, I didn't really care about it all that much, you know, but now, you know, I got a little bit more shit to worry about and maintain, so
the wife,
got to take it. Yeah, got to take a couple loud guys, you know, but just got to take it a little calmer. Still have my fun, but
hey, all power to you, pal. It's all respect.
Yeah.
Do you have any events you want to be hitting here soon? Is there something that's on the radar? Something you'd like to go pop out to?
Well, the Swarm.
Yeah.
It's always a good time.
Have you been there?
Been there twice.
Oh hell yeah.
Or wait. Yeah. Yeah, two times. Or shit. I don't know, 2 or 3, can't remember. Whatever. We were supposed to go this year, but we're actually going to our honeymoon in Europe, so we'll be gone for that time. So I mean, I can't complain there.
Dude, that is not a complaint.
We'll have some other fun, you know.
Yeah, hell yeah. Good for you.
But yeah, I mean that comes up here in a couple weeks. You know, you got Rusty Boy planning on coming from Australia again, coming out here and riding. So you know, I definitely will miss that. But that's one of those ones where, man, if you ride a Harley, you got to make it out for that one. You know, the Hive crew, they put on a pretty fun ride. There's a lot of cool guys out there. Not a good party nightlife deal, not gonna lie on that one. You know, bars close early. They count your liquor. You know, come on up to Cave Creek and you have a good time. And they don't count your liquor. You know,
we showed the Hive crew boys a good time.
I was gonna say, but besides that, man, I would have to say that's probably one of the best rides of the year. You know,
yep.
I've been to Sturgis, which I'd love to go again this year if my work doesn't fire me. I'm rolling. You know, I bought a toy hauler, can hook that thing up to the truck, throw the bikes in there, and be gone for you know, a week or so, and go up there. And I mean, I went to Sturgis once, man, and luckily I had the Senders Only boys that kind of helped me out. But I rode for just a little bit the first day, only into town, and the second day we rode into town, and on the way back I pretty much locked up the bike. You know, ended up swapping and pulling the motor when I got home. So I never really got to do a lot of like touring riding there. Never got to go to Mount Rushmore with all the group, you know. I had the Mini. Yeah. I had the Mini, and I rode the hell out of that thing and jumped it into Bikini Beach at the end of the weekend, you know. So I had my fun, but nah, man, there's a lot of rides that are fun. I've been to Chicago. The lean back ride there, that's probably one of the coolest ones you could go to too. You know, but that's all around every bike. There's no discrimination. Dirt bikes, minis, big bikes, Harleys. The roads are rough, but it's a blast, man. Thousands of people there. So, yeah, I guess I have my favorites, but it's always a good time.
Damn fucking straight, dude. I didn't realize you didn't do much riding in Sturgis. That sucked. I mean, I was at Sturgis that year when you were at Sturgis. That's fucking. Damn, that does suck, dude. I'm sorry. Yeah, you definitely had to go do that, man. Mount Rushmore's the shit. Fucking.
Yeah, I've been there in person.
Deadwood's
I've been there.
The shit.
You know, I've been around, so I've seen it physically when I was a kid. You know, but it would have been a whole different experience with a bunch of friends on bikes. You know,
it is, dude.
So I'd like to make it out there again because I know everyone makes it out there for that. You know, Stunt Wars will be out there again.
Yes, it will.
Pretty sure the Brawl will make a stop out there as well. So
you're feeling frisky for Castle Rock, dude? I know a team I could put you on.
Maybe.
Yeah, Northwest Bike Week, dude. It's coming up, but I know we're gonna be mobbing.
Oh, that's the Washington one, yeah.
Yep.
Yeah.
So we'll be out there for Southwest Club Style. We'll be out in Washington for Stunt Wars. So.
Hell yeah.
Which I still got to put together a team. So you let me know if you decide to go frisky.
Yeah, we'll check those dates and see because I'm already maxed out my limit at work.
I'm sure, dude. Fucking old Bob don't play. Dude.
No, not at all, man. He's watching me.
Yeah, he's probably gonna watch this, dude. That motherfucker. From what I hear, I don't know the guy, but I hear he's a pretty fucking stern bastard. So
Nah, he's good, man. He's like that's the coolest thing, man. I work for a family-owned company, and they're awesome. I couldn't complain at all.
Oh yeah, so they're taking pretty good care of you.
I've been there for over 7 years. You know, I mean, just random days, take off. You know, shit I gotta handle it. You know, it's easy. There's not I'm kind of moving freely, and just as long as I keep my head down and work, there's no problems.
Hell yeah, dude. That's fucking awesome. That's how it should be. That's how you should have it.
Yeah.
Fucking, we end up on a lot of job sites together. It's pretty fucking funny.
Yeah. Yep.
It's pretty fucking
for
funny.
Sure. Yeah, we do have a few. It's a busy industry though, man. It's nonstop.
Dude, so what? Something I kind of wanted to bring up earlier was like, what got you into rolling stoppies? Like, I mean, I don't feel like a lot of Harley dudes don't even like think about it. Me personally, I like it, and I wanted to learn how to do it at some point in life, but it's like I feel like it's not something that's considered between our industry.
I liked it back when I was a kid on mountain bikes. You know, I mean, I got videos of me at like 10 years old trying to see if I could roll a stoppie on a mountain bike before I even knew what it was, you know? I just was good at, I could ride a wheelie down a hill, not pedaling, and just be feathering the brakes, sitting on balance point going down a hill, which is the same as a coaster, you know? And then it was stoppies, you know, messing around on that. And then the 110. I mean, God, besides like street bike Sean, I don't know anybody that could roll 100 feet on a mini. A 110, let alone drum brakes. I mean, he upgraded his to disc, but I could roll like 100 and I think it was one time I measured it was like 125 feet on drum brakes on a 110. Like, you know, so I had my fun doing it over the years, just progressing from one bike to the next. And then obviously you just get better brakes, better suspension as the bikes get bigger. And man, that shit'll roll out, you know, like, you know, I don't know, top of fifth gear on a 450, maybe I'm going 70 miles an hour, 65 miles an hour, and you just grab the front brakes and keep it steady right about there. And
keep it steady right about there.
Yeah.
Hope your teeth don't hit the fucking asphalt.
Yeah, man, I flipped a stoppie many times on the mountain bike, learning, you know, for sure. But I flipped the stoppie one time bad on my 110, and it was back when I was trying to roll over 100 feet, and I was in shorts and I had a helmet on, but man, I went over the bars, and I swear to God the bike didn't touch the ground. Like, I hit and it landed on top of me, and we stopped as one. And it was gnarly, man. And then you know, the 110, or I'm sorry, the Grom, you know, I flipped that thing over a couple of times. I usually just could throw it between my legs, and it was all good. So, hey, dogs.
Damn dogs, dude.
Dogs. Hey, get out of there. Fuckers. So, you know, but yeah, man, I mean, just overall, man, it's one of the coolest feelings. It's stupid. It's very dumb. You know, you were riding a brake at the perfect point to where one little grab, one mistake, you're going into the ground and the bike's coming right for you if you don't get out of the way. You know, I mean, I don't know, it's a rush. It's a good time.
Dude, fucking ridiculous.
It's fun.
Yeah, so like it makes it worse. Your explanations for it, it's just like everything we do is controlled chaos. So it's like fucking that shit's gnarly as hell.
That's like the edge of, though.
Yeah,
you know,
like
that's like really right there. You know,
you're just riding that fine line of fucked.
But I mean, even like the limiter coasters, you know, you've seen everybody get a good nasty wreck in. You know, you got Travis doing his little blip back and throwing it, but then you got like Stretch who did it on the bagger. I don't know what the hell happened there, if he just had a little clutch slip, but man, I don't know how the hell he saved that. But you know, you've had videos where you see guys go upside down, never hit the fender, and the bars land on their stomach, and you get, you know, ruptured spleens. And I mean, it's a dangerous trick for sure, but I guess something about that trick that a lot of people don't do makes it a little bit more fun. for me,
You made me want to do it. The reason why I started even trying to do it was we'd be on mini rides, and I'd hear, "Whoa, no, whoa, no, whoa, no," and I was like, dude, I want to do that. Like, that's fucking sick.
Just seeing if I could blow the thing up. Those Hondas, though, man, they just run for forever. Man, I pulled that thing out of that Bikini Beach and fucking flipped it upside down, drained the gas, and that thing ran. I rode it there. I rode it in Colorado the next day, that thing's bulletproof. And then I changed oil when I finally got home, like 10 days later.
I didn't know you didn't change the oil for that long. That's fucking
Oh yeah,
crazy.
and then I blew it up in like October, so the thing lasted another like 3 months just riding it around. It didn't ride good, but it rode.
It rode like shit. I borrowed that bike. It rode like fucking shit. Yeah. But it did ride.
It had a tough life,
It didn't have an easy life.
No.
I think the whole time the bike had a rough life, dude.
No, and I got that thing with like low miles. Like I think I got it with like 500 or 1,000 miles, and I put like 13, 14 on it by the time I finally blew it up. It had a long life.
Dude, where's that thing now?
The reason I even jumped it in the pond is because I had parts at home. I had a whole top end, cylinder, pistons, everything. So I'm like, you know what? Let's do this thing. It probably needs a new life anyways, So I ended up rebuilding it after the fact, and I had it for another year. And then it was just kind of one of those things. I was on Facebook Marketplace one day and found one for, I think it was like $1,700, and the thing was brand new. It just was crashed, and it had 550 miles on it. So I bought that and swapped what parts I wanted and just sold it. And I made more money than I bought it for, selling it.
Score.
Years later.
That's how you do it.
So, and then I think the person who bought it still has it.
That's what's up, dude.
Yeah.
Everybody's got memories to it.
Still ripping.
Yeah, when it comes to limiter coasters, the person I think of for like hurting themselves is Chase Sideways. You remember that video on his bagger?
Yeah, there's been
it's
some
like,
rough ones.
It just slips. You just watch him fucking take straight road glide to the chest.
Yeah.
I've been lucky enough that I've never crashed one. I posted a video earlier riding Dean Speed, and some dude hit me. Well, not some dude, fucking Brandon Carr, Budget Stunts, a good fucking dude out of the East Coast. And he hit me up, was like, dude, because he could head drag. Guy's a fucking sicko.
Yeah.
And he's like, yo, a trick I'll never do. This trick scares the shit out of me. I was like, dude, it's the only trick I'm really good at. And he was like, yeah, that's big dog shit. And I was like, no, it's not. And he was like, dude, fuck you. Yeah, it is. I was like, yeah, dude, I guess people really don't like that trick, dude.
You watch a lot of people try it, man, and it's like, it is scary. Like, I don't know. I don't know how to play a guitar, but there's a lot of shit going on. You know what I mean? You're over here working this, you're working this, you got a lot of shit going on in your head. It's the same thing. It's a mind game, I know a lot of people that can ride the hell out of a wheelie. As soon as they pull the clutch in, they don't know how to ride a motorcycle anymore.
Nope, gone.
I'm like, it's a mind game, and I think that's probably why I always say, like, I catch it on the way up and pull the clutch in before I'm even up, because then when I catch it with the brake, I have no interference. Like, it's 100% me, my foot, that's it. There's no, like, stutter. So maybe that's why I've always gotten comfortable doing it that way. Like when I watch the other guys pull it in, you see them kind of like jerk a little bit.
Bump, dude, that bump is scary. I did it the other day pretty bad. It scared the shit out of me.
Yeah.
That's one of them ones, dude. It's like, fuck. So, dude, I was listening to you talk the other day. We don't got too much more time left. But before we get done, dude, I heard you mention something about a makeover on your motorcycle.
Oh. We'll see. We've been in the talks, Chooch painted that thing. Man, I don't even know. It's been like three years now, I think, on that setup, and it clean paint, was no issues with it. And it's probably been over a year now, but I just went out for a rip, just around the neighborhood one day. I think I threw something on the grill, and I'm like, I'm gonna go for a ride. It's a nice Sunday, and went and high-sided the hell out of it, coming around a turn and dented the gas tank. And so it's just time to give her a little refresh. When I wreck that time too, normally when I do crash, I'm good at picking my head up. I skip my chin off the ground on that one. So it's like paint the helmet, paint the bike again, get it all fresh.
Hell yeah.
reach out to SMT. You know, I've seen all these guys running the 18, 21 wheels.
Oh,
man.
shit. My guy's going
shit looks kind of cool, you know? So I might give that a shot. You know, we'll see what they can do to help me out. And, see if we can make that thing look cool again.
Fuck,
you know,
yeah,
give it a nice refresh. Like I said, man, it's been 4 years since I had that motor rebuilt. You know, maybe just give it a quick little refresh, maybe some rings, and bring it back to life.
Hell yeah, dude. Well, fucking, it's wonderful to hear. I appreciate you fucking having me in the backyard, and appreciate you for taking your time to hop on the podcast with me, brother. So
hell yeah.
Man, dude. With that being said, thank you for watching, guys. Fucking take care.
Appreciate it. Later.